Genius Kids. Cultivating love for learning.
Chapter 10. The Age of Machines. Learning points. Knowledge acquisition. After completing this chapter, we will be able to know about the weapons and instruments that early man was used, the discovery of metal, how Stone Age replaced in Machine Age, the role of sources of energy. Introduction. In ancient times, when there was no machine or any metal was not discovered, man had used simple tools and weapons made of bones, stones or wood. That was the Stone Age. Gradually, with the discovery of metals, man learned to make better use with them and prepare better tools, and later became master in making efficient machines which enabled him to do almost all work easily and faster. The existing present age is the age of machines. In this chapter, you will study about the progress of man from the Stone Age to the Machine Age. Discovery of metal. Copper is the first metal to be discovered. It is a shiny reddish-brown metal which occurs naturally. Earlier it was used to make better and strong tools and weapons by early men. Later on, early men mixed in with copper and made bronze. Bronze was harder than copper. Afterwards, iron was discovered, which was much harder than the both metals. Now, early men began to make tools like axe, hammer, etc. of iron. This was termed as the Iron Age. It brought remarkable changes in the man's life. Now the Machine Age began with the invention of steam engine. Thomas Savery invented a crude steam engine as when he was helping to pump water out of the coal mines in England that used to get filled with rainwater. Later in 1769, James Watt made some improvements upon the steam engine. It was the steam engine that made it possible to run big machines using less fuel. Its invention was the basis of many more inventions, like in 1814, George Stephenson, a British engineer, developed the steam locomotive engine. He is known as the father of the railway industrial revolution. Mass production. The use of machines made production possible. It increased the efficiency of production, which enabled the factories to produce a large quantity at a low cost and in less time. This method of production is called mass production. All this led to an increase in production in factories while decrease in handmade goods. This major change in the system of production from handmade goods to machine-made goods came to be known as the Industrial Revolution. Role of sources of energy. It is fuel that makes the machines work and called source of energy. Wood, coal, mineral oils, electricity, solar, wind and atomic energy, etc. are the sources of energy which are being used by man. Coal. Coal was the first fuel to be used on a large scale in machines. It is a fossil fuel and found deep under the earth. Mineral oil. After coal, it is the next important source of energy. It is a liquid fuel discovered accidentally in 1857 in America. The first high-speed petrol engine and first four-wheel automobile were invented by Gottlieb Daimler. This petrol engine was later used in aeroplanes too. After some years, Rudolf Diesel, a German scientist, developed another engine that could run on diesel oil instead of petrol. It was very cheaper. Electricity. On the basis of his observation on a toy, Benjamin Franklin made experiment with a paper kite. He flew paper kite in a cloudy day, during lightning and thunderstorm. He also attached a strong wire to this kite, another end of it was tied to a key. When lightning occurred, he experienced a shock on touching the key. This experiment proved Benjamin's observations and led to the discovery of electricity. Later, another inventions took place related to electricity. In 1800, an Italian scientist, Alessandro Volta, developed the first battery that could produce a small amount of electricity. Further, engineers designed better machines which produced greater amounts of electricity. These are generators. Now, electricity can be produced by using various fuels like coal, mineral oil, or gas. Renewable energy. Electricity produced from water stored in dams is called hydroelectricity. Wind is the air in motion, hence, wind energy is the energy present in the air that flow around the earth. This wind energy is also used to generate electricity. Atomic or nuclear energy is produced by the splitting of an atom in a nuclear reaction. It is a very highly powerful source of energy. The energy that we get from the sun is called solar energy. It is a very useful alternative source of energy. Biogas is an eco-friendly fuel used in the rural areas mainly for cooking. This gas is produced by the decomposition of biodegradable waste like animal dung, fruits and vegetables peels, garden litter, etc. All these different energies are form of renewable sources of energy. Continuous review. Before the invention of metal, man had used simple tools and weapons made of stones, bones and wood. Bronze is the metal of a mixture of copper and tin. Iron is the hardest metal. George Stephenson is known as the father of railway industrial revolution. Electricity makes the machines work. Coal is the first fuel to be used on a large scale in machines.
Like, share and subscribe.